the house in Lynchburg, Virginia, pull up the driveway, he's standing there, I get out of my car, and like, it was absolutely God working through me, but I, with confidence, looked at my dad and said, Dad, I appreciate you're not gonna like this, but me going back to college is a waste of your money and my time. I'm not going back. I'm gonna find a way to be successful without that piece of paper, and I'm gonna prove to you that I can do it.
Choose your heart, man. It's all hard. Sitting on the couch eating Doritos, getting drunk, or getting up every morning at 4:45 or whatever and chasing after that dream. Which one's gonna be more fulfilling? I want to ask you this. So if you had one message, like you'd want people to take away from your coaching, like your book, what would it be, brother?
I'm gonna answer the question.
No, you're good,
where
man.
I struggle with this is there are things that I think are really, really important. Mm-hmm. I think you kind of said this as part of the conversation that can only be received in certain seasons.
Yeah.
And sometimes I say things that like are super simple once you learn them.
Yeah.
But beforehand make no sense at all.
That's right.
And like a keynote speech that I developed last year that I still think is one of my favorites is dream selfishly. Yeah. Like if you don't dream something for yourself that you want more than anything else in the world, which means it has to be selfish, it has to be 100% for you. Yep. It can't be exaggerated or watered down because of what you think other people are going to think about what you want. Right. But when you can dream selfishly and get really, really clear on what you want, who you want to be, and then make every decision towards that, you'll have it. Amen. And people overcomplicate it. They do. And like emotion, I'm amongst them too. I used to be too, because I would like, well, what do they think? What do they think? What do they think? What can I actually afford right now? Or maybe I can't. What if at some point, one of the, like, it's the truth. It's so true. For me, one of the biggest, I got good at identifying it selfishly. Yeah. I wasn't great at chasing it selfishly. Right. And it was when we moved into the house in Greenville and I was forced to make the decision about the pool way sooner than I wanted to. Way sooner than I wanted to. And like, I'll just tell the story. So like we moved from a 2,000 square foot townhouse into a 7,500 square foot house on 4 acres. And you struggle with that. You struggle with that townhouse because you were doing these big things. Yeah, I was like, what successful business coach lives in a 2,000 square foot townhouse? I didn't like it. You're Mike Claudio. I didn't like it. So we moved in this house. We spent between closing costs, moving costs, furniture, about $500,000 in cash in like literally 6 weeks. Right. And the plan was to put a pool in. And the pool that we designed was about $250,000. Yep. And we met the day we closed. And they're like, cool, this was like May. Like, we'll be ready to break ground by January. I'm like, perfect. That gives me some months to get caught up on here and feel more confident with this. Yeah. They came back 10 days later and said, we can start next week if you're ready. Because they're like, we have a break in our schedule. We do some stuff in like HOA communities. You have no HOA. Right. We can start it right now if you're ready. Right. And that day I had to make a decision. And I say, am I going to start betting as if I'm going to continue to be successful? Am I going to keep limiting my decision-making because of the potential of failure? Yeah. And in that moment, this is 2022, I said, I'm going to start making decisions as if I'm going to continue to be successful. Amen. And that was really when I like really kind of took off towards exactly what I want. Yep. Because I started making decisions as if success is more likely than failure. Yes. Not failure is more likely than success. I got good at identifying who I wanted to be and what I wanted. Really good at vision boards, really good at identifying, really good at getting clear. Yeah. I wasn't as good at selfishly chasing it. Yep. And that decision of like, Tiff and I sat down, we prayed about it. We talked about it. We prayed about it some more. Like, and I was like, Tiff, like, I'm either going to operate from a place of scarcity right now. Yeah. Or I'm going to operate from a position of I'm going to bet that I'm going to continue to be successful. Abundance. And that really changed a lot.
So, and 2 points on what you just said too,
so
man.
Quick, I'm like,
no, go ahead.
Just like
go ahead.
Put a bow on that. Yeah. Dream selfishly. Yeah. And then chase it with everything you have.
I love it.
That if you can like, and it doesn't dream selfish for you, not I want to impact thousands of people. Cool. You might just want to be home every day at 4 o'clock. Right. Like selfishly for you is be home at 4 o'clock every day, making 60, 70 grand a year. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. If it's 100% what you want.
The dream that's in your heart.
100%.
I agree. I agree. And what you're saying is biblical. And here's what I mean by that. It talks about in the Bible, let your cup overflow, right? Well, how do you fill your cup? Right? You have to take time to learn, to fill your cup, to chase your dream.
To become somebody who can actually impact people.
That's exactly right. And that takes investing in yourself. And so when I hear people talk about, well, I can't because I got to go take care of this or that or this person or that person, and there may be seasons, so I don't want to speak in absolutes, but you have to invest in yourself and chase your dreams and actually discover what it is that dream is.
So I don't think there's ever a season where you put other people above yourself and that's in their best interest.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
I think 100% of the time, you being the best version of yourself is what's best for everybody around you.
Well, and so think about it. With the abundance that we've been blessed with because of the hard work and effort and trusting in the Lord, that's overflowed to other people. We are employing a bunch of people now, getting ready to grow more because of that. Now, and then to your other point about when you're going after these things and you're operating out of abundant mindset, we're not talking about crazy mindset. We're not talking about the door's locked. It's a terrible decision. I'm just going to go for it anyways. I'm going to go put it all on black on the roulette table. We're talking about very wise, calculated decisions.
Yep.
But that still apply pressure. But when you do that, it activates something in your brain called the reticular activating system, which I know you know that, and that's your subconscious. It's the same thing as when you're playing that game Punch Buggy. All of a sudden, you start seeing Volkswagens everywhere. You're like, where did these cars come from? Well, that's that system in your brain. When you're purely focused on what you want, this is why visualization boards work, right? When you're purely focused on what you want all the time, there's no fickleness. You're not going to the right or to the left, chasing this and that. You get up every morning, you go through your vision board, and you're just like jet, business, family, the things that you stay on that path, and that system in your brain works 24/7 because it's subconscious. It's not like your conscious brain that gets tired. It's working all the time.
Yep.
And so it will start to work overdrive, and you'll start to find ways to make more money or to provide whatever it is that you need. And that's what you were doing. And yeah, it's tiring. It's hard. But Andy Frisella said it. Choose your heart, man. It's all hard. Sitting on the couch eating Doritos, getting drunk, or getting up every morning at 4:45 or whatever and chasing after that dream. I mean, I don't know which one's going to be more fulfilling. I think that's an excellent answer because it kind of lays the groundwork to. It's really it's one of the first foundational things that you got to realize because you got people pulling at you, trying to keep you in that whatever you're in, and you gotta leave it sometimes to go chase after those dreams, man. Yeah, I think it's a great answer.
People can only support you to the level they believe you can handle.
Yeah.
Then after that, they feel like they have to protect you and bring you back down. And like that's
Which it may be a disguise for they don't want you to do something they couldn't. Sometimes.
No, I think because even I do it sometimes when like people want to chase more than I think that they're ready for.
Getting out over their skis.
Yeah. Like, and so I think there is. Yeah. I think the difference for me is I pull the throttle back. I don't pull them back to a base camp.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people pull people back to a base camp, right? Like, I'm like, hey, man, we'll get there, but like, this is the speed we need to be at because what you're doing right now ain't gonna work.
That's right.
And because there is too fast, you know, and leadership's job is throttle control.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the job.
Yeah.
And so, but I think where a lot of people struggle is they take people who really care about them, really, really don't want to see them fail.
Right.
More than they want to see them successful.
Yeah.
And then like you chase more than someone believes you're capable of.
Right.
And to keep you safe, they pull you back down. And then they want you to stay there.
Yeah. And I think for me, and you and I have talked about this. So, I mean, for me, a lot of that was, and I think for you too, early on, people couldn't see what I wanted to do. It didn't make sense.
I don't think they ever catch up because the vision gets bigger as you move,
does.
right? So like your job is to be ahead, as the visionary,
right?
Like that's not everybody's job, right? Yeah. That is not everybody's job, but like our jobs, the visionaries' job is to be ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
And so if they catch up, you're not doing your job.
That's right.
You know, because like guys like Clifton and Sam and Lindsay and Les and Johnny, even you while you were here, they don't support a mission that doesn't feel like it's making them better.
That's exactly right.
Right. And so if you want to keep top performers, it is your job
Amen.
To dream bigger.
As we say in East Tennessee. Amen. But let me ask you this. Yeah. So personally, growth-wise, I know you talked about doing the fractional COO stuff. What are you working on personally right now? Like that challenges you? Is there a new routine for Claudio? I mean, like I'm talking about like a cold plunge or.
No, I mean I've been sauna and cold plunge has been a primary part of the routine for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Golf would probably be like it is now a challenge.
Yeah.
Because now like I'm at literally a 4 handicap right now.
Which is good, man.
That's crazy good.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's crazy good.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, how do I learn this shot?
Yeah.
Right. And like I really struggle with bump and runs. I really struggle with bump and runs. I just like I can make a ball stop on a dime. I can't make it. Like I'm having a hard time with that. Right.
Yeah.
And so where I think the challenge for me is constantly allowing myself to struggle at something.
Yeah.
Because like I can get really good at a shot shape.
Yeah.
And just stay there.
Right.
But I'm like, no, like, what do I want to get better at next? And then like you go on the course and you start testing this new shot.
Yeah.
And you had 6 strokes to your round that day.
I know.
Because you just bladed some shit across the green trying to get a bump and run going. And you play it. And so the challenge right now is like, I was in my hotel room last night hitting 40-foot putts through the living room, across the kitchen into the other side of the room. And
you were freaking all in on golf, dude.
Man. It was 11. It was 11 o'clock last night. I'm like, but like now, and like my handicap is probably a little jaded because I play the same course a lot. And when you play the same course a lot, like I broke par I shot a 69. I broke 70 for the first time.
That's awesome.
But when you play the same course twice a week for 3 or 4 straight weeks, like you're going to get good at that course.
Yeah.
But now I'm able to like shoot a 78, 79, 80 at a new course first time. That's a win for me.
That is.
So starting to like push myself into some new courses has been a challenge.
So it sounds like you.
But like, the ultimate challenge has been golfing with my 9 and 7-year-old.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
So like that, like forcing myself to slow down enough to get less selfish on the golf course because I'm still surprised by how good I'm playing. And I'm like, I just want to see it again. Can I do it again? And then I take like MJ and Everett out.
Yeah.
And we've probably golfed 20 times together since April.
Yeah.
And like that has been the challenge. Forcing myself to go out with like Tiff and the kids. Or even Sam. Like I love Sam. Like Sam's one of my best friends, but like playing with somebody when like they're like on their 10th swing of the hole giggling still because they're just having a good time. And I'm like forcing myself to build patience. Yeah. Like clearly somehow God heard I needed to increase my patience.
Absolutely. So you get an opportunity to be patient.
And so that's been the challenge is like selfishly chasing something while also giving myself permission to slow down and be like selfless.
Yeah. The beautiful thing about golf, dude, and this is what I tell Andrew all the time, because Andrew loves golf. He's got big dreams of it.
He's one of the most competitive human beings.
Oh, bro, and he's like he's beating me now sometimes.
Yeah, no, you're in real trouble with that one. He's you, but like magnified.
Well, and it's crazy because we did personality profilings on him, and very similar.
Yeah.
But Leon and Wayne, they were looking at his, and they were like, bro, he actually is going to be more creative than you, which is scary.
More creative.
Okay,
goodness gracious.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But anyways, early on with him, being patient. Because I mean, honestly, now, man, I enjoy watching him play golf more than I do playing my own ball. But now that he's 12 and he's starting to be more self-sufficient on the golf course, it's so worth it. Because, dude, that's something we can play.
I'm so excited about that.
Forever.
I'm so like that is part of like the battle cry I have to myself, like getting ready for a round with them is like,
Dude, imagine going to Pebble with
them. It's like I'm doing this now,
yes.
so in 20 years I can still be doing it.
Yeah,
like,
and go to Pebble with them and to have those cool experiences.
Yeah.
And I tell Andrew that all the time. I'm like, dude, go after your dreams, everything. But the cool thing about this is, man, we can go on some cool freaking golf trips. So I'm glad to see you getting an outlet. And they've been on me too. And I remember, one of our goals was me getting more sleep. And I am now. And getting more preoccupied with things and letting the business do its thing, and that sounds like that's what you're doing, bro, which is good.
No, I'm in a similar season. Like I do have a full leadership team that can absolutely run the company without me.
That's awesome.
So I took on like other companies to run. I'm also sadistically focused on challenging myself.
I have still kept in my reminders, never again's, shiny object syndrome. Yeah. I'm really, really trying to stay hyper focused on AEC, UU, and dig really deep into them. There's a lot to do there. Let me ask you this: what do you consider to be the most underrated skill, overlooked even, in business?
For a CEO or in general?
I think, okay, let's look at it. That's a great question. So let's look at it from the perspective of, as a leader of a company.
Yep.
What's an underrated skill that most people overlook as a leader with their people?
So I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you what I believe is the leader's underrated skill, and then like what you should be looking for. Okay,
let's do it.
So as the leader, I believe risk analysis is an underrated skill set as a CEO or leader.
Yeah.
You have to be really comfortable with risk and in analyzing it and understanding what's worth it and what isn't, and when to pull the plug and when to fold the hand and when to go all in. And I think that is an underrated skill set. Risk comfortability and risk analysis is not discussed enough.
And I know the answer to this, but what hinders people from being able to do that? And I say I know the answer to this. I think I know what you're going to say, but.
So my answer might be different now than maybe what it was before. What I would have said before is fear, insecurity, and emotion.
Yeah.
But I believe the actual answer is lack of experience.
Yeah.
I think people stop taking little risks.
Yeah.
And then like expanding on it.
Yeah.
Like you don't go from zero risk to like taking a $10 million loan to go build something. Right? Like you don't, like most people don't do that.
Right.
It's asking the girl out.
Yeah.
It's committing to 75 hard. It's, having that hard conversation with somebody who might leave because of it.
Yeah.
Like so there's like little risks that people are unwilling to take that build over time into risk comfortability at bigger levels. And the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Yep.
But that's not that. What I'm not saying is jump into major risk out the gate.
No, I know.
So I think it's less emotion and more experience. It's comfort zone.
Yeah.
So emotion is what we say.
Yeah.
But comfort zone expands through experience.
It does.
And so I think it's people are unwilling to take little risks.
Yeah.
So they never are able to take big risks or even consider them an option.
Yeah.
And so I think risk comfortability and risk analysis is an underrated skill set. I don't think it's talked about that much.
I agree.
When I look at what people I think miss with employees is, and I don't know how to measure this right now, but I believe it's understanding a person's dedication level.
Yeah.
And buy-in's I don't think buy-in's the right word. There are plenty of people that are bought into what you're doing that are not dedicated to the mission.
Right.
Okay. Like that's just the truth.
Yep.
But I think like, I'll use the example right now, like Amanda, Sam's wife, came on the team and was put into a role, and she has been dedicated to excellence in that role, regardless of what we've asked for.
Right.
And it's at a level I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Like I've had some really good employees, but she is, and like she's dedicated because of emotion, right? Her husband's involved, I'm involved, Tiff's involved. Like she wants to be successful, but like buy-in is different than dedication.
Yeah.
It is. People being bought into what you're doing is different than them being dedicated to what they're doing.
I agree.
And so dedication, I don't know how to measure it right now. That's the truth. Yeah. I don't think it's a personality type. And maybe you, in your process, maybe there is some creative ways to put a formula together to judge how dedicated can somebody be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing. I think it's alignment. I think it's values. I think it's personal opportunity. I think it's belief they'll get what they want by helping you get what you want.
Yeah.
I think it's confidence and skill set. I think it's support and training. I don't think there's a thing that you can look at and say, this person is going to be dedicated to their craft.
No. You touched on it. Buy-in and dedication, two different things.
Yeah.
I think dedication is more of a user mentality.
It's a personal commitment.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm going to give this if they give that.
Sure.
It's almost like, and I don't.
Okay, so I don't think it's I'm going to give this if they give that. It's I'm going to give this because I'll get that.
Yeah. Okay. Great way to put it.
Because it's. I don't think people are dedicated because of what somebody else is going to do for them.
Yeah.
I think they're dedicated because of what they're going to get from it. Because I can't give you confidence. I can give you training. I can give you belief.
Yep.
I can give you hope.
Yep.
I can't give you confidence.
Right.
There are a lot of people that will work hard for me because they will become confident doing it.
Yep.
They will get something from the dedication.
Yeah. I think buy-in, that's a passion. That's when they are bought into the mission.
That's a belief in you.
Yeah.
Dedication is a belief in themselves.
That's right.
And I think that's
right.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
And I think dedication is very, very difficult to measure. It's difficult to see. I think you can judge experience by asking very targeted questions.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see it in a personality test.
So I'll tell you this off script because some of our people listen to it, but we have two that we put in with the company.
To what?
To measure.
Okay.
And it's a 98% accurate. Well, these two things, if they're not, I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
But
so there's two targets that you're like, if they're not in this parameter, it doesn't work.
That have been like red flags along the way.
Okay.
That 98% of the time, they core value misalignment, the whole 9 yards. But going back to the CEO and making the decision, I think you have two different types. You have the COO analytical type that they overanalyze it until they never make a decision. It's got to be perfect. And I tell people all the time, hey, listen, man, imperfectly done is way better than perfectly not done. Okay. And then you have my type, which is like, by God, we're jumping out this window. We're doing it. Where I learned the pivot was, and you talked about this experience. We went through 08, 09, 10, made just a ton of mistakes of me getting bloody, knocking down doors. Well, now you fast forward. And I'm like, I'm going to get some freaking coaching. And I'm going to learn how to back into these numbers. Like for right now, where I am scouring all the pricing for construction costs, land cost, everything like on my vision board. What's a jet cost? I mean, I want a jet. I know exactly what size company we need to be at to comfortably afford a jet. Right now, we're backing into what's our land cost. I mean, dude, look, ChatGPT's made everything so much easier. Convert that thing to an agent, have it scour the internet for all the properties in the area, give you an average acreage cost, construction cost, how much size building do you need for 100 employees, 200 employees, and run the data.
Yeah,
and then just back into it. Yeah. You taught me that, backing into the numbers. Coach Burt calls it the A to B exercisers, but you taught me how to do that. Most people, my personality type, they just want, it's going to be all right. Let's go do it.
Yeah, hyper positivity.
Hyper positivity. So,
can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Kind of like off topic?
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest difference between me as a coach and other coaches that you have?
Intentionality.
Yeah.
I can answer that easily. Empathy and intentionality. There's a certain depth, and I have, Leon's very good about it too. He doesn't coach a lot of people. He doesn't have to. We donate to his foundation. I mean, the guy had 8,000 people underneath him.
That's crazy.
At HCA.
Yeah.
And so he's been more of a spiritual mentor and how to blend that into, business life. But that's it's intentionality and empathy. Like a lot of people out there, they're full of it. Nobody's perfect. But there's certain types that it's just shallow. There's no real investment There's no real like intentionality. And dude, none of us are perfect. We all live in glass houses. We all have desires. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the biggest thing that sets you apart. And all that bleeds into your people. So when you go to these events, you could be talking to Nate or Clifton. They may or may not be your coach. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Dude, you can talk about anything. It's like that event you talked about in Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, I got up and I'm like, look, man, my name's Josh. And back we built a company, 15 years ago. I was taking enough clonazepam to kill a small elephant and drinking every night. And I remember somebody came up to me afterwards and he goes, microphone. And somebody came up to me afterwards like, bro, how did you not die? I mean,
yeah. How
did I not overdose? Because, I was handling it wrong. I was running from it. But that is a spirit. That's a moving thing that, the energy and the way at these events, and that all stems from you. It's like people, you've told me, and other people, man, when you walk in a room, the whole room just lights up.
Yeah.
Right? That's an intentionality, a spirit that you have. Right?
Yep.
So I think that has allowed you to build the culture that you have.
No, I agree. The culture's been very strong.
It's a blessing, and this is the time. Like whatever, everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs somebody to pour into them and hold them accountable.
Even just somebody that you can be like fully open and honest with, that isn't gonna you have to see, but even if you have to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Like some of the best conversations we had were like things you literally could not have had that initial conversation with anybody else. Right. And like that allowed you to unpack it, get the emotion out, put it on the table. We were able to reorganize it, look at it from the other side, and then like give you an action plan to go back to handle it and not have to like go home to your spouse that night or go see your team tomorrow or whatever. Like, I think that's a huge part of how I have used coaching over my career, is just like having somebody like, hey man, I need to unpack this like the wrong way.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Like, I need to get the emotion out about this so I can go handle it unemotionally, and having an outlet for that, whatever that might be. I've never been able to, that's not probably the right way to say it. I have not wanted to bring that level of chaotic emotion into the people I care about.
Yeah.
Not that I don't care about coaches, but like it's not the same.
No, I know, man.
And I am imperfect, and I do carry a lot of emotion, and
so do I.
Yeah.
But that comes with the package. That's part of it, man. The emotion is what gives you the energy, and I remember, watching you up there just sweating
oh my God.
off. And after these events, you're exhausted. Because you're just pouring everything into it.
I'm actually an introvert. Like, I don't love being around people.
I don't either. That's the funny thing. I don't either.
And so, like, events, I do a great job pouring into people, then I end up empty. So, like, right now, we had our event 2 weeks ago. Okay? And it's a 4-day event now.
God, is it really?
So the Tuesday we do our leadership meeting, and then Friday we have an event for everybody.
Wow.
So it's a 4-day event now for us.
Yeah.
Right. Still the same 2-day agenda, but Tuesday's now a full day quarterly leadership meeting, which you know how those are.
Yeah.
And then Friday is like an added piece to the event.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-day event. Monday flew to Dallas for 4 days. Got back. Sunday drove to Atlanta. Drove here today. Don't go home till Saturday. Like, that's 3 weeks. I've been home for 2 days.
And the amount of energy that takes. A lot of people are like, that sounds like no. It's exhausting, man.
No, that's because I spoke at the event Monday, was in the booth all day Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then drove 4 hours here today. Got some golf practice in, always.
Well, yeah,
it's part of my championship day is working on my swing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I want to stay this good.
And
I'm going to overwork it. I'm going to go bad. It'll be a roller coaster. But like, for me to be able to go out and shoot in the 70s now is just like, I never thought it'd be possible.
With your baseball background and you're just hand-eye coordinated. I mean, when we played at Legends day, you can see it.
You can see it. The problem is like, I've never been consistent for 18 holes.
Yeah.
Right. And so like, now that I'm really like learning my swing,
yeah,
learning hand placement, learning club path and face path, and like fuck a degree off, man. Like, it's so annoying. Like, really learning club path and face path and being like a degree open and a degree to the right. And you're like, that went 70 yards right. I know. Like, it's so annoying.
And the farther you hit it, the further
the harder
it
you
goes.
Swing. Yeah.
The further it goes, right? Because you think about, if you can only carry it 200 yards.
105 miles an hour with my 7-iron. Swing speed.
I don't doubt that.
It's insane.
Is that why you've trimmed up? Help with the golf?
100%. No, I just have trimmed up because because
you look great.
I burn way more calories golfing.
Because in 2021, when I first met you, I thought you were too slim. Then you beefed up some because you were trying to do that powerlifting.
Yeah, I gained 50 pounds of muscle in 13 weeks.
And now you look good. Now,
yeah, no, I think the shape is right. Yeah. I actually have not lifted a weight since April.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I had to cut out lower body because I tweaked my back 3 months ago.
Yeah, you were chasing too heavy deadlift for no reason.
Well, so it's a funny story on that. One Friday, I'm in there and Zach's working with somebody else on the team, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna do deadlift." He's like, "Cool, don't go over this weight." He comes over there. I'm like 140 pounds over what he told me to. My back, dude, it's been down for 3 months.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's finally gotten back. We got to heal back. But again,
no. So like I take 200 to 300 swings 6 days a week,
and that goes exactly with your
and I burn so many more. Like I have the whoop. I'm at a higher strain rate on the whoop after an hour and a half range session than I've ever been from a lifting session.
You sound like me when I was in Vegas playing 6 days a week.
And so, yeah, I mean, I have tracked 70 rounds since April.
But isn't it a blessing to be able to do that?
But just being outside,
I know,
has been great for everything, just health and mental health and physical health. Like I like walking. I love walking. You know, I'll walk 18 holes.
Yeah.
I go through 3 shirts.
Yeah.
And 2 pairs of pants because I sweat profusely still. That's still the same. I still sweat profusely.
I'm telling you, man, it's on a different level.
Bro, I was inside at the freaking simulator place dripping sweat off my brim, bro. Like,
my gosh,
I get disgusted with it. I mean, I'm like 2 towels, 3 shirts, and 2 pairs of pants on a round of 18. And when it's 98 degrees and 95% humidity, I'm going through my whole wardrobe in 18 holes.
Hey, man.
But what's been cool, I'm a fidgeter, right?
All right.
And so like I love like the testing different clubs and like this head and that shaft and like.
Well, golf is like, dude, that is a perfect.
Especially with technology since COVID, there's so much out there now.
What ball are you playing?
I've been toying.
You stay. I'm a Titleist Pro V guy.
So I really like the TP5X. I really like the TP5X. I was a TaylorMade guy for a while. I really thought I was gonna go with the P770s.
Yeah.
But the Mizuno 925s, like that player's cavity back, and like I'm hitting my 7-iron 205.
Did you look at the muscle back?
I did look at the muscle back.
I love the look. I don't play enough to play. This is the problem. When I went and bought clubs in April, I was in fucking 90. Yeah.
I mean, I was an 18 handicap.
Yeah.
I couldn't put like I think the 925s are between the player's distance and the muscle back.
Yeah.
And like the cavity back player's iron for me, it's like the P7 MBs or CBs, like the cavity back.
Listen to you, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm well researched, bro.
I mean, well, the muscle back, you can work the ball better. The problem is if you're not playing all the time.
And like I'm a substantially better ball striker.
Yeah.
But like I play a shot shape. I don't need to work the ball.
Yeah.
And so when I bought the clubs in April, again, I probably have played 12 rounds of golf in the last 5 years. And I'm like, what's a decently forgiving iron that's better than like the game improvement level? Because I had TaylorMade M2s.
Oh, yeah.
I replaced 15-year-old irons.
They look like spaceships.
Bro.
The heads were like, I can't deal with the big cavity back heads.
No, and like mine look like from the top profile, they look very, very slim.
Did they really?
They look on the ones I have now, the 925s.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, I was like, I'm not buying a muscle back blade.
Don't do it.
Then,
yeah,
like
I wouldn't do it now.
I don't even know what would need to be true for me to get away from the cavity back. Specifically, the Mizunos are, dude. The way it feels.
Even professionals are playing slightly cavity back.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no. I mean, with a muscle back, the sweet spot's like that big.
And like, look, 99.9% of people should play a shot shape 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
I play a pull fade. That's what I play.
Yeah, just a little steep, probably. Just a little steep on the.
Yeah, like I come across, but like I'm a pull fade.
Yeah.
And it went from like dispersion of 50 yards, where like I'm down to like sometimes like I'll hit 100 balls within 7 yards.
Like a picnic blanket out there.
Just
money.
Just same. And like it comes down when I'm swinging easy and controlled backswing and not trying to kill the ball. But here's something I learned. Like we're way off topic now. He actually stopped recording 20 minutes ago. Like, so like I got these impact stickers for the face of the club.
Yeah. It's like gives you a little.
It changes colors when you hit it. Yeah. So this entire year, getting all the way down to a 4, I have not been hitting my irons in the sweet spot. I actually didn't know where the sweet spot was.
You didn't know what the feel was.
I didn't know. And so I put the thing on, it has like, this is the sweet spot. And I was like, okay.
Were you a little toward the hosel? Or
no, I was towards the toe. Because like when I'm looking down the club, I thought I was in the middle of the face, but because of the angle of the look, I was actually closer to the toe. And I was playing really well that way.
Yeah.
Dude, I pivoted the ball a 1/4 inch in.
Yeah.
I added 15 yards every one of my irons. And it's destroying my game right now. Because I was locked. I'm like, my 60 was 80, my 54 was 100, my gap wedge was 120. I added 15 yards to all of them.
Well, right.
And I'm like, now I don't even know what the fuck to hit. I got my gap wedge going 140 yards.
Well, I mean, you can't hide talent, bro. You need to start writing that stuff down. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm tracking all of it. And I'm going to tell you, most people. There's also.
So now I'm trying to figure out how to hit knockdown shots.
See, that's the beautiful thing about golf.
You
never figure it out.
And I'm like blading the shit out of stuff, trying to hit it. Not like let me just punch it up there. And like, no, we're way off topic.
No, it's all good, man. This is.
But you know me, man. Like I don't half-ass anything I do. I'm going to become an expert within 90 days of whatever it is I choose to do, whether it's bulking, cutting, competing at CrossFit.
I don't know any other way.
It's not fun for me any other way.
Me either. And I was
the same way with drinking and porn. Like I was the best. Like I saw a meme once. It's like I'm more likely to go to page 8 on Pornhub than I am on Google.
Well, so let me ask you this question. To that point,
Sorry.
Nah, dude, yeah. I love these. I've always enjoyed catching up with you, dude.
Yeah, man.
So we're doing a kind of a staple question, and I lay this out. So the way I've defined it, reason why we went with mentality, mindset to me is like a temporary thing. Like to get that, I took on a mindset. Mentality is like you've identified your path. This is a label. This is like how your mind is designed for the rest of your life. So undeniable mentality. Along the way, I know there's been a ton from your book, from trying to commit suicide or close to it, alcoholism, the weight issues. What is one, and we can use, we talk about the 5 pillars: spiritual, physical, mental, personal, professional, right? I try to categorize everything.
Yep.
But
it makes it easier for us to remember.
What is there one that comes to your mind right now? Because I consider you one of these mentality guys, zero doubt mentality.
Yep.
Zero doubt is from the Bible verse, by the way, James 1:2-8. If any of you ask for wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt. That's biblical, bro. Is there a moment in your life, like I'm sure there's 15, one in particular, though, that has really forged that mentality in you? And see, that's what I love about Mike. He always thinks about stuff real well.
I think there's 2. Two that stick out to me as like pivotal, life-changing moments.
Yeah.
Both times, I will tell you, I have no idea where the confidence came from to execute. Both times. The first time I was 18 years old and I had failed out of college. And I guess I was probably 19 at this point. Me and my dad did not see eye to eye on that. And I remember we were at the house in Lynchburg, Virginia. I pull up the driveway. He's standing there. I get out of my car, and like it was absolutely God working through me. But I, with confidence, looked at my dad and said, "Dad, I appreciate you're not going to like this, but me going back to college is a waste of your money and my time. I'm not going back. I'm going to find a way to be successful without that piece of paper, and I'm going to prove to you that I can do it."
Yeah.
And then I walked in the house.
Yeah.
And then like that led to a really rocky couple of years with my dad. Okay. That's the truth. But that decision of I'm going to pave my own path, talking about like taking different risks, that let me leave corporate America 9 years later and go into construction, take $100,000 pay cut. Right. This is an example of like that story is an example of testing different levels of risk.
Yes.
Telling my dad at 18, I'm not going back to college is completely different than having a wife and cars and a house and saying, I'm going to take a $100,000 pay cut. Do you believe in me? Like two wildly different risk factors.
Yep.
But that moment of saying like that was probably 15 years of the chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
That led me like the mentality of I'm going to be successful without that piece of paper.
Yes.
That was a mentality for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's one.
Yeah. Can I point out something real quick?
Yeah.
Once again, you know what most kids that age would have done? They would have failed out on purpose and said, I couldn't cut it. Instead of
and then it would have been an identity.
Instead of going to their dad and telling them what they really wanted to tell them,
yeah.
or their mom, or whoever it is.
And again, I don't know where the confidence came from. I don't know why I was so convicted that was the right. Knowing like this, that was one of the first times I confidently went into something, chin held high, chest out, knowing it wasn't going to go well. I was really bad about I was really bad about not wanting to let the people I love down.
Yeah.
And that led to a lot of societal success.
Yeah.
Right? I was a great athlete because that's what my coaches wanted. I was a good student because that's what the teachers wanted. I was a good at this because that's what my parents wanted. Like it was never for me.
Yeah.
So like that was one of the first times I think that I made like that drastic of a decision that said, I'm going to go against what my dad wants.
Yeah.
Confidently.
Yeah.
With I was still like sleeping on the couch in their house again. Like I was in no position to be confident in that statement. Like no position to be confident in that statement. But I was like that was a pivotal moment for me to pivot and the mentality of I'm not going to let the lack of that piece of paper define me.
Yeah.
Like that was a absolute daily reminder of the hustle and the grind and the reason behind success and the reason behind chasing more. And the reason I left corporate America was because I think I can do more. I think I believe I'm worth more than this. And I took a $100,000 pay cut to do it. And like that all stemmed from that conversation. The second one was the suicide attempt for sure.
Yeah.
People ask a lot, like, because I speak a lot about dreaming selfishly and being confident and being clear. And people are like, how did you become so confident being yourself? It's one of the top questions I get. And the truth was like, people say, how would you help somebody do it? This actually happened at the event this week.
Yeah.
I was interviewed on a podcast after my speech on Monday. And then someone said, how would you coach somebody to become more confident being themselves?
Yeah.
And the truth is, I don't know how to do it the easy way.
It's not easy.
Without needing to hit rock bottom.
Right.
My story, I'm really good at coaching people from rock bottom because I went through that journey.
Yeah.
So there's like in 2019, I attempted suicide through pills. And luckily survived the season. And on the other side of that season, I'm really good at doing analysis.
Yeah,
right.
You are.
I pride myself on being somewhat self-aware.
You are.
And I was like, what led to this objectively? Like I was like coaching myself, like okay, because I made a decision.
You coached yourself out of the suicide that night.
100%. And like that journey of this dual persona where I was trying to be an objective leader of myself and while being a broken person.
Yeah.
What led to this? And the common theme was me living out of integrity by trying to be what other people wanted me to be.
Yes.
Because I got the same as you did, sit down and shut up, you're too much.
Yeah.
And
you care about what people think,
which
is what gives you a high empathy.
So
it's such a
season, but at that season, it wasn't that I cared what people thought. It was I trusted them more than I trusted myself.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't as much as I needed them to like me.
Right,
I need you to tell me what's enough because I can't self-identify.
And so we talked about this with personality profiling a lot. High expressive people, you, me, they have naturally a high empathy. I don't know if it's a spiritual connection with other people. It's you notice macro, micro expressions in them better than other people do. It's both.
Yep.
But in the end, you know what they feel. And so therefore, when you understand, like if you and I sit down and have a conversation like we had when I left a year ago,
yep.
I knew I knew how you felt. That makes that hard on me to make that decision. Does that make sense? It's not caring about people. I have to do, it's just like the conversation with my dad. Yeah. I
have to do this and they're not going to like it. Yeah. And I have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
But so like coming out of that 2019 experience, realizing that a lot of what I didn't want to live for anymore was that the majority of my scoreboards were built by other people.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to start making decisions based on what I think is best for me, because if I don't, my sons are not going to have a father.
Right.
And that was scary enough.
Yeah.
Like that, because like it's you know, people change when the fear of staying the same is greater than the fear of change.
Yeah.
Right? The fear of staying the same was a fatherless son.
Yeah.
That was greater than any fear of change I had at that point. And it was, I'm going to start operating exactly with what I want, exactly with how I feel. I'm going to tell everybody the truth because bottling it up is killing me, literally.
Yeah.
And that was 2020 for me, was learning how to harness that. Because when you take the leash off and you've never been off leash before, it's ugly. Okay, I did not go straight into like being perfect at expressing my truth. Okay,
well, no.
Because what happened was, and like this has been part of like Tiff and I's marriage story over the last 24 months, is when you live for other people and you don't go all in on you, you live in a different parameter of emotion.
Yeah, you do.
You do, because you're always throttling yourself back to the middle of what you think other people will accept
based on how they feel that day.
And so you don't let yourself get too high and you don't let yourself get too low. When I took the boundaries out and said, I'm going to see what I'm about.
Yeah.
I had to deal with new levels of emotion, higher highs and lower lows, because I just let it go. I let the boundaries go. And that probably took me a year or two to get good at delivering my truth without hurting people or like minimizing the negative impact. Because at first it was just like, I got to get this out because I'm in a really bad spot and I can't care more about you than me right now because my sons need me to survive the season.
Yeah.
And I definitely did not handle everything in that evolution as well as I would have liked to, but it went exactly like it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And it probably pushed the wrong people out, whether I agreed with it or not.
Maybe. People
that fell in love with me for the diluted version of me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
When you get super honest with people,
absolutely,
they don't like it.
They don't. And I mean, it's just like our mission statement. That is like a screening tool. You know what you're getting into.
I've said it for a long time. Everybody loves how honest I am until I'm honest with them. Everybody loves how honest. Like, man, I love how honest you are until I'm honest with them.
Yeah.
Then they're like, you're a dick. I'm just still being honest, man.
You notice I never told that to you.
No, you didn't.
I did not.
No, you didn't.
Because, man, I mean, I want to get better. I want to be the best that God made me to be.
Yeah, but
right?
even in coaching, I've learned that like sometimes the advice I give people they're going to be angry with me.
Sure.
And I have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
That wasn't something I always had.
But how many people come back and say,
thank you.
Thank you.
The right ones do.
The right ones do.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And I just fell in love with the right people.
So imagine this, and I love both of those.
Yep.
Imagine you're 16 years old, which Mike looked like he was 35 years old at 12. So
I've been shaving since the sixth grade.
You were the kid in the seventh grade that just destroyed everybody. But imagine 15, 16. Undeniable mentality is available to you.
Mm.
Your parents say, hey, you know what? The whole family, we're going to take this profile. I want to understand myself. I want you to understand you. One of the biggest, most saddest, I'm going to say, one of the saddest things I see right now, imagine this. You go to college to get a degree in something you are not built to do. You're doing it because your parents saw something in you that they thought.
Or going to college at all.
Yeah. So you're coming out of school, $250,000, $300,000 in debt with a degree in something you weren't built to do.
That's worth 50, 60 grand a year.
Miserable.
Yeah.
With all that debt, I'm not sure I can think of much sadder thing. Now, the beautiful thing is it's never too late. But if we can identify these young men and women and help them on this path at an early stage in life, maybe that conversation doesn't have to happen. I mean, we're all going to have difficult conversations, but you may have not even tried to go to college. Because, I mean, dude, you're a CEO type. You're a driver. Yeah. You're your own thing. And, you know, Leon and I were talking about this with me. He was like, you shouldn't have gone into engineering to be an engineer. You should have gone into engineering to own an engineering company one day or run an engineering company one day. But there's nobody telling people that.
So if I look back at that season, I would have needed somebody to look at that report who was an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I had no entrepreneurial influence as a kid.
Nobody does.
But I didn't have friends who had parents who owned businesses.
It's so rare, man.
It's less rare now, right? Since like COVID and technology and the internet, right?
Well,
like,
social media for sure.
Right? Like, I mean, like in high school, like smartphones weren't a thing yet for me. So like having businesses was not the same.
Yeah.
But like I didn't know any successful entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So if you would have showed me that test and been like, well, this is how your career path would go, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. It wasn't until 2019 and I joined Arte that I really saw the entrepreneurial landscape.
It's a lifestyle.
Right. And so but getting into that program and getting around entrepreneurs, I didn't have the influence. So even the personality test at 16, 17 would have just confirmed my career path.
Yeah.
I would have still done the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the influence. Yeah. But if it would have been the Mike Claudio or Josh Spradlin explaining to me, hey man, this is why your skill set's built for business.
Right.
I would have probably listened.
Yeah.
I didn't have any experience with entrepreneurs at that point.
That's exactly right, man.
And so like, I think like, that's why I look at like MJ. So I think you were gone already. Were you there when MJ read The Man in the Arena from stage?
I was.
Okay. Like that. So I was like, yeah, that was Q2 last year.
Yeah.
So that seeing him at, 8 years old.
It's awesome.
Reading the Man in the Arena quote in front of 75 adults.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of adults that would do that.
Nope.
And like that, like the
comfortably read it.
The step ahead that I feel like, like my journey and stepping onto my father's shoulders and like them being able to step onto mine, I think I believe is the largest generational gap that's been created since my grandfather immigrated to America.
Isn't that cool?
Like, I believe I've made the biggest value leap.
You've changed the trajectory of the legacy.
Yeah. And I believe that.
And I remember that. And he did it. He didn't just do it. He did it comfortably.
Oh, he nailed
because
it.
of the example. And then cried
because he was so proud of himself. Like,
had said, man, they see what you do more than what you say.
100%. Yeah, that was a really cool moment for me.
Thankful for you, brother.
Love this, man. It's really good to see you.
You too.
I'm glad we were able to make this happen.
We're gonna go eat some sushi.
We're gonna eat some sushi.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining. This is the man. Where can people find you?
WinRayConsulting.com if you want about the business. If you just Google Mike Claudio, you'll find the YouTube channel. You'll find the podcast.
He's got a great YouTube channel. I mean, you've got, 23,000 subscribers, something like that on YouTube. I mean,
over 700 videos.
And if you need coaching, I don't care if you're in construction, if you're a freaking doctor. Leadership is the same.
Yeah.
Pour into yourself, build yourself, put on the full armor, man, so that you can withstand this journey. This dude right here and his team, they're the best, man. I love them. They're genuine.
I appreciate it.
And I just can't tell you how much you've impacted my life, bro. So we're going to continue to have just amazing people like Mike. Maybe we do an event here one day. We've got some next year we're pulling together. But thank you. Thank you for joining us.